Well, welcome back. This is episode 6 of my solo playthrough of Mechanicus II, an XCOM RPG turn-based that is set in the 40k universe. I'm working through the Necron campaign. My name is Lore, and I am with Omega Gaming. So, in the last episode, we had Sankhotep was, I guess, unceremoniously removed by the Lords of Necron for the fact after the deep sleep, he was not what you call with it. He had a degradation. So now I think the next mission is Sankhotep's last orders. So we are going to pick this, which is basically increases the number of directives you can select on the waypoint to 2. Excuse me. I guess that gives us more options. These are the lords that we have available. We have the original Phaeron, and we are going to be picking Inky, and basically these come together to create. So these are the, I do believe, the awakenings, the relics that can be added, and they can do stuff. But the next thing is called the critical path that we're going to be choosing as the leader. We're going to select the mission.
Never chafe at remaining silent in the face of Sankhotep's murderers. The usurpers assumed her obedience, but her loyalty was still to the Phaeron. I alone had her confidence. She traveled in secret to the coordinates Sankhotep had transmitted to her, ready to fulfill his last command.
How close now, Cryptek?
Our destination draws near, Honored Vargard. There, that structure up ahead.
Ruins of Necron origin, but defaced by a human settlement. Once more, the alien savages make themselves a vexation. Let us cleanse this place of their vandalism.
The Adeptus Mechanicus have taken over this world while the Necrons slumber. Their presence has awoken them. Last 4 episodes have been about that. Basically, there's a vigilance meter. The vigilance meter goes up, strengthening your forces with more of these stratagems that you take. Find it funny that they use the word stratagem, but whatever. So we are going to take Death Marks, Immortals, Cryptic Wraiths, the Spider, and we're going to take a couple of these. So I think that's pretty strong. And this one this basically gains last strike and aggressive defense. So let's launch. I think this is just kill the enemies on this first room. So we're basically Sankhotep gave a final command before he was, I guess, rudely interrupted of his leadership. No ghost can be perfect where life is suffered to fester. Executioner, the Herald of the Red Harvest. So we have servitors all on the left side here, rangers all on the right, so 4 rangers. So we're gonna move leader back. We're gonna bring in 2 death marks to provide teleportation. We're gonna bring in a wraith, which is one of my melee units. And I'm going to bring an Immortal, which is a ranged unit. And then I'll keep these other ones in. These things die relatively quickly, so I'm going to move this over here and engage these ranged units with melee. Rangers are going to start sniping my units, but these guys are pretty tough, so they can take the hits. And this is my range unit, so I'm just going to move him forward and start. So just rotate the camera a bit. Start blasting the melee units as they come in. Obscured, basically cannot be selected as a target, so as they come in, I got resurrection and I can basically heal things as needed with this character. The range units are going to try to keep kiting my melee units. I should be able to hold these guys. So the Deathmark have a dimensional jump, so I'm going to jump this one over here to engage these guys. And I try to target more so that I can, the more you get off the field, the better, faster. Because reinforcements will come. I'm going to cast the Dominion of Last Strike and Aggressive Defense. So these are all bunched up, so his Tesla gun can provide a chain reaction across all units. That's pretty handy. But, so I'm going to heal this Wraith, and then I'm going to try to take out one of the Servitors. We're going to try to keep him at bay. So this only works in straight lines, so if something happens to be in the way, so I'm going to roll him up into here, attack this, get up close and personal with this range unit. These guys are taken care of, so I'm going to bring this guy forward to be a blocker. And I'm going to roll hard into this one. And then do an attack. Drop him pretty quick. I'm just going to move forward. I want to get a line on this one guy. Yeah, so now because I've used my melee unit as a blocking unit, so I'm going to try to snipe this range unit in the back. Yeah, so I've kind of kept them all on one side to take away any flanking opportunities for them. And I forced them into a battle with my Wraith. But I want to chain reaction these guys again. And I want to get up on close personal with the range units. They can't really or just kill them outright. That works. So I'm going to teleport behind these guys and take out their back line. And this should be able to finish off that.
My will be done.
I'm gonna switch to this Deathmark. Just straight up snipe.
Who is ready?
There you go. First room cleared.
Humans were examining this site. They claim to be seekers of knowledge. These Adeptus Mechanicus. They have the conceit to think they could unravel our secrets with this mindless desecration. Let us reach the entrance to the ruins before they can befoul its interior as well.
Yeah, so each mission is set up is a series of rooms or objectives, and as you travel through, you can see the bar at the bottom. You get to another objective, and then every time they give you like a series of either combat or a waypoint that provides you with like if you have to reanimate. I could sacrifice a unit to decrease vigilance, or I didn't take damage, so Dominion helps with special
the entrance
abilities.
to the ruins lies ahead and remains intact. Unsurprisingly, the invaders' primitive technology could not breach its doors.
My Vargard, the communications are crude and fragmented, but I believe a substantial rabble has mustered to oppose us. You will have to fight through them to reach the entrance.
They will not stop me from what Sankhotep wished me to find. In their ignorance, they die.
Hey, so never show swiftly planned or assault on the human dig site. Several potential routes for victory present themselves. So each one of these has consequences and rewards. So I can assault. It says it's risk elements of the Necron forces attacking the site head on, devastating the enemy with the suddenness of the assault. So I guess greater rewards. Envelop, command parts of the force to surround your site and thus attack from multiple angles at once. Or we can fill the human communication with interference, risking early discovery in return for enemy being scattered and ill-coordinated. This is probably the safest option, so I'm just going to envelop.
Nefershah sent warriors to encircle the dig site. At her order, the whole force opened fire, catching the enemy in a crossfire before they knew they were under attack.
Yeah, so we end up getting a point and additional deployment zones next skirmish. So for the next room, which I think is the goal here, this should be the final room in this mission. Now, the first couple episodes that I did, I was pretty quiet just because I was kind of concentrating and starting to understand the game mechanics. And
the humans cannot possibly understand the importance of this site. They send their paltry troops to intercept us. Cut them down and spare this world the consequences of their ignorance.
Okay. Enemy reinforcements incoming. Okay, so we have Rangers up on the left side, 3 of them. We have Scaran, Rust Stalker. These guys hit really hard. I think they're 2 points. They can like 1 tap, and then I got, what is this? A flyer? I haven't seen one of those before. Yeah, so if you hit shift, you can shift to deployables and defense, so you can see the tactical map. So, I don't know what that is. I haven't seen that before.
By the dynasty.
I think I'm gonna go down here and snipe this one. These guys will roll forward. I should put this one out as bait. Like, how far can I get with that one? Not far enough. These guys I have to snipe. I could move my whole force this way, away from there, and use the death marks to kind of snipe them out. So if I move here behind cover, snipe the Ranger. So you can see, like, this is the... So you can select any unit once, so you end your turn. These guys are going to come running in. I think I'm gonna hit this one first. So I'm gonna use Dominion to essentially make so I'm gonna move my other death mark over here. I just want to get rid of their ranged units as quickly as I can. So it's their turn. So those actual, what are they called? Rust Stalkers? They're actually pretty tough. They hit really hard. I got a flyer.
Command as I am commanded.
I'm just gonna get rid of it as quickly as I can. And I'm gonna heal. There we go. And I'm gonna make myself harder to target. The objective here is to try to... So this is a cover. This is a Tesla and carbine. It will basically hit all three of them. And here comes the other one. So I'm going to keep pushing ahead with this and doing what I can to get rid of these Rust Stalkers. Again, I'm going to make myself with an aggressive defense. So I'm going to push him up now, and I'm going to try to get rid of the Rust Stalker so that my Wraith doesn't take any more damage. I don't know. Okay. I had no idea that they had a flamethrower. Good to know. So I'm going to move forward and just get rid of that as quick as I can. I got a bunch of turns, so I should be able to take that out. Gotta kill them all before I take too much flame damage.
This was just the first of the scavengers. They are redirecting nearby troops to intercept us.
They want the secrets of this place. It does not matter. They will never learn them.
I guess that's not the final room, or is it? The greatest warriors the foes could muster approached the intercept of the Royal Guard. Nevershaw readied the forces to receive the enemy. Employ an ancient standard of Necron warfare, standing firm and preparing positions to blunt the enemy advance. Encirclement, send portions of the Royal Guard forward to catch them approaching foes in murderous crossfire. A countercharge, meet the enemy. I like the idea of encirclement.
The Royal Guard deployed along the invaders' path to fire on them from multiple angles. Though their trap was successful, their movements attracted more humans who threw themselves mindlessly into the assault.
Time is a weapon like any other. If nothing else, I can simply wait for the foes. Okay, these are infiltrators. and a flyer. I don't like the flyer. I'm going to prioritize that flyer.
Observing the field.
You're going to stay there. So the spider can make scarabs. But I'm going to try to get rid of this flyer as quickly as I can, because that flamethrower would be very devastating. So I'm hoping that one doesn't come. Yeah, okay. Good. Didn't want to be flamed by that thing. Another flyer. Gotta get rid of that before it flames us. Flame damage takes over time. So the problem with this now is I have a melee unit right beside me, and if I was to try to walk away, it would basically be a free hit. So I'm gonna heal this immortal, and then I'm gonna try to eliminate this dude, so that he's free to move next turn. I'm going to cause myself to be obscure so my leader doesn't take any damage. And I don't think I can resurrect anything. So this Tesla gun, those guys are pretty powerful. So it looks like they're gonna go after me, so last strike, aggressive defense. Going after my spider. More flyers. Oh, no flames. Ugh, I hate the flames. I have to move. I don't like doing it, but I gotta get rid of these flyers. Missed. I'm gonna move out. Ugh, that's the problem with melee units. Damn. spider got isolated. This battle is not going as good as the others. These flyers are a pain in the ass. Ow. Well, I can't really move, but I can at least take out something before I die. Ow.
Obedience over all.
Son of a bitch. I don't know how much damage that's going to give me over time.
A million warriors, a million fools. Observing the field.
Well, my spider's back.
The vermin are cleared from the threshold. Now,
That battle's
open in the name of Phaeron Sankhotep.
those kind of touch and go.
At the Vargard's words, the gates opened. Within was not merely a tomb, but a repository of secrets.
Cool. I found a repository of secrets. So I got 25 leveling metal. I got a Dynasty Awakening +1. I got +2 Eminence units in reanimation. Lost 3. Killed 25. Yeah. And there you go. The next mission, episode 6 of Mechanicus II. What's the story?
Here was the treasure vault where Sankhotep had amassed artifacts from across his reign, unknown even to the Atridae. The Phaeron's wisdom had once been great enough to keep such trophies a secret. A map of Kivroth, and upon it shone another location Nevershah had never seen. One seemingly of no significance to Sankhotep's dynasty, or the protocols of war.
Sankhotep, how much more did you keep from me? What awaits me there that could not be hidden among your treasures? Too dangerous, perhaps. Though what could be more dangerous?
A tesseract labyrinth. An extra-dimensional maze without an exit. A prison for that which was too valuable or powerful to be destroyed. The moment she touched the artifact, Nevershah felt the presence of the entity within.
I know this face. From the nightmares of the Great Sleep.
It is the face your people crafted for me, child. The face of a god, made for you to beseech and condemn. This prison has been my nightmare. But now you are here to release me, just as I once released you from death itself.
You were there, at the biotransference. You made poisoned promises to our lords, tempted them with dreams of immortality. Mephitron, the messenger, the deceiver.
Deceiver? I gave only what was asked of me, little Vargard. I helped your people escape the cage of their dying bodies. Help me shed my own confinement, and I shall be free to aid you once more.
I will never set you free.
Why waste eternity as my jailer? You are meant for more. It is within my power to grant you victory, revenge, rulership. I am a god.
A fraction of one. A broken fragment.
A fragment of my power is all you need. I can see the dedication that drives you, Nevershah. But beyond this vault, waits a dynasty of traitors and a galaxy of enemies. You need not face them alone.
If Sankhotep had not bequeathed you to me, I would leave you in this vault forevermore. I have already had my fill of lies.
Reclaiming the Crown World across the war map. Optional missions will arise as the conflict unfolds. Lead your royal guard to reclaim the territories of Kivroth from the Mechanicus interlopers. Scour the forged cities and facilities from its surface and defend newly awakened tomb complexes as they stir to full power. Victory in these missions will see you gain rewards crucial to upgrading your lords and their courts in preparation of the critical missions to come. So at this point, we're pretty much moving into the actual conquest of Kivroth, gaining our power and authority, and missions to do that. So I think we're going to call it at that moment. I'm going to try to keep these episodes to 30 minutes or so, basically doing one mission per and working through the storyline. During the campaign, you'll be able to deploy your leader to undertaking a variety of assignments. These allow you to accomplish various tasks and earn resources. You can always undeploy the leader from these should you wish, instead of deploying the leader mission to a different assignment.
It is not my place to speculate as to what thoughts passed through the honored Vargard's mind. However, she was now presented with a choice. Her duty was to Sankhotep and to the throne of Kivroth. Yet, Sankhotep was fallen, and the throne sat empty. Thus, her loyalties were divided.
The Eupatridae are the rulers of Kivroth, and thus, as Vargard, my role is to protect them and be wielded as their blade. Yet they...
Though she thought herself alone, her musings did not go unheard.
Why must you serve anyone? The truly powerful have a duty to rule, to shape the world. And I see in you a ruler.
You dare spy on my thoughts, Deceiver?
If you will speak your thoughts aloud, I will listen. Consider this not an intrusion, but an offer of counsel.
Your words promise naught but trickery. The Catan care for nothing but their own appetites.
Such preconceptions limit you, Nevshar. I can grant you the power to sweep these usurpers away, and a human vermin with them. You will rule this world as you should, as Sankhotep intended. Of course, I cannot do so from within this Tesseract prison.
Then I shall do without your help, Godshard. For there you will remain. I will restrain my fury and serve the Eupatridae against the invaders. But I will never suffer them to rule this planet.
You will call on me in time, Vargard. Power demands to be used, and your dedication has demands of its own.
Thus, the Vargard's path was set. The usurpers could not learn her true aims, and so she would kneel before them while biding her time. She was vastly outmatched by the three lords of Kivroth's armies, but if she fell, it would be in service to the true Phaeron.
There you go. Okay, so yeah, so there are a few missions here that are going to be next. I will look into. We've got a Forged Temple Assault, Starvation, and Provocation. Oh, we got another one here, Skin and Bones. So the next one is Forged Temple Assault, attack and destroy the Adeptus Mechanicus Forged Temple, unknown everything. And then there's the Starvation, assist a group of destroyers for, so that's a side quest. This is primary, those are side quests. Provoke and counter attack on the Adeptus Mechanicus, so Eco Hib can observe the enemies in battle. And what is Oculon? There. Assault enemy convoy to lure the flayed ones into the open for study. Okay. Yeah. Oh, there's another one down here. Man, they got missions. Reclaim your territory on this planet. Okay, so yeah, there's like 5 different missions. The Forge Temple rank. Okay, that's all I got for today. Thank you for watching up to this point. Appreciate you. Yeah, like, subscribe, share, hype the video. I've been upping this onto my gaming channel. Obviously, we have the Omega Helldiver community channel. And that's under Lord Battleman. But this is an offshoot. I'm kind of an avid gamer. I'm kind of enjoying the game and the development that's coming from it. And when we come back in episode 7, we'll look at the upgrades and try to get a handle around them. Anyways, thank you. Appreciate your face. And yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.